Maybe I set unrealistic goals for myself. But you know what? It's an unrealistic world. Or so if I don't set unrealistic goals, I won't make it in this world.
That is Dave Dame, who has overcome many obstacles in his life despite his diagnosis of cerebral palsy. Now he develops life tools to help others achieve their own personal and professional successes. Dave will be speaking about this and so much more at the TedxToronto conference, marking the 10th anniversary of the event. But first, he joins us here in studio. Welcome, Dave.
Thank you.
Before I get to those specific life tools, I want to talk about how you got to that point. On your personal blog, you say, I have cerebral palsy, but it doesn't have me. Have you always had that mindset?
Yeah, that was a mindset that was developed to me early on by my parents, right? They didn't want cerebral palsy to define what I was going to be. They wanted me to be whatever I was going to be in the world and just happened to have cerebral palsy. Because everybody always tells me, you've overcome cerebral palsy. And I go, I don't think you ever overcome it. You just learn to live with it.
In that video, you say you set unrealistic goals.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I set unrealistic goals because I think that's the only way you're going to survive in this world, right? Because if you set goals that are achievable, are they really stretched? Are they really growth opportunities? And I love keeping myself in the very uncomfortable because then it helps me relate to the companies and leaders I work with as I try to meet them where they're at to get them comfort with change and moving more quickly.
How do you feel about failure?
I think failure is an opportunity to achieve something. I think failure is a way to embrace the unknown. Because I've always learned much more from my failures than I've had my successes.
We're so afraid of failing, though.
Right. And I think if I look back to my life when I was told everything I couldn't do, just for the fact that I get to do it and try it is success in itself. So if I happen to fail it, the expectation was I wouldn't even be there. So at least being there to me has been a success in itself. And if I can fail and learn and get to and overcome that, that's even more icing.
Is that how you approached the Terry Fox run a few years ago?
Well, the Terry Fox one originally started out as stubbornness, right? People said you can't do that. And then whenever I'm told I can't do something, it gets that chip on your shoulder, right? But what started out as stubbornness became an act of devotion. Because there was a person I work with, their daughter was suffering with brain cancer, and to see what he and his family were going through really gave me the inspiration I needed to overcome the pain, to pick myself up every time I fell, to be able to get to the 5K distance. So it was a bit of stubbornness and a bit of purpose, which I think is what helps all of us get where we are.
Well, this is just a snippet of what Dave will be speaking out. You can catch Dave Dame at the TedxToronto event at Evergreen Brickworks starting tomorrow morning. Dave, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.